Sorry, I guess this is a two-part because my finger kind of fat thumbed it and stopped it. So what I was saying here, and sorry for um, the super abrupt ending. The point I was trying to make here is a spy can use special power anywhere, even on mountains and forests. So we got two pieces left, which are the bomb and the flag. So the bomb works literally the exact same way. It can't it can't move. It kills everything. If it is attacked by a miner, it dies. If it's attacked by anything else, it stays on the field and that piece dies. If something were to use a special uh, skill on it, so if the one were to intimidate, the spy were to use its secret option, um, then you don't have to reveal it's a bomb, but the move just kind of is wasted. That's it. They don't do anything else. They still act the exact same way. If a bomb were on a fort, it doesn't get any extra special superpowers. Um, yeah, so a bomb is a bomb. Very last thing is the flag. The flag can still not move, but in this version, it is assumed someone is holding the flag. So even though they don't get a rank, they can still use a d6 to defend. They cannot attack, but you can still. I mean, so that so that person holding the flag got a 5. So it is totally a chance that someone like a 9 comes up, and if this were an original game, the 9 would always win. But let's say so a 9, and so the 9 is a 2. So the 9 gets a 3, making it a 5-2. Well, in this version, nothing happens with the tie. And so technically, that 9, who is a 2 in the newer versions, would not have captured the flag. And so that's the only difference. Again, it cannot move, it cannot attack, but it can defend only what it has on its dice. I know this is going to be kind of a shorter part here because again I accidentally fat fingered it, and I'm probably not going to go and not spice, but probably not going to go ahead and splice these videos into one. So I'm just going to call this one a part two. So I hope that definitely makes sense of what the pieces can do. Just to kind of go through them again really quick. A 1 can intimidate a piece, which causes it to freeze and receives a minus. A 2, based off of how many pieces are next to it, it receives a +1 to its attack only, up to a +3. The 3, which is an 8, can see what a piece is by using an action. A 4, which is a 7, can snipe a piece up to 2 spaces away, and of course there were more rules involving the mountains. The 5, which is a 4, sorry, a 5, which is a 6, they can move and attack diagonal. Of course, their forest and the mountain rules still work for it. The 6, which is a 5, they don't receive any bad effects on desert, on ice, and attacking on the mountain only, not moving onto it. 7, which is a 4, based off of how many actions you can jump over certain tiles, but again, you cannot use your leap and an action. You have to use you cannot use your leap and attack on the same action. You have to use your leap and then use a separate action to attack. The 8s are still do what they do. They can move onto the mountains without having to worry, and they can defuse a bomb on a mountain without having to worry, but they still have to take 2 actions to attack on the mountain, and they still defuse bombs. A 9 or a 2 is the exact same thing. It can move as far as it can, any way. The only kind of hiccup is on the mountain. So again, it takes 1 action, and then additional 2 actions, and additional 2 actions, depending on how far you would want to go. The bombs still work as in wood. They blow up. They can only be killed by a minor, so a 3 or an 8. There's nothing different there. The flag cannot move, cannot attack, but it can receive a d6 as a defense, and potentially can save itself. And finally, the spy here, it can either take away the d6 from an enemy who is adjacent to it, or it can add another d6 to a ally piece that is next to it. So I hope that makes sense in terms of this. And I believe there's only just one video left, which is just a wrap up. So thank you much.